some people ask, well, how do you bind off a loom that you're using like a rake, that you're using, back and forth? It's a little trickier than it is normally with doing a bind off of like a flat panel or of a hat, using a crochet hook. So if you don't have a crochet hook, please, definitely go out and buy yourself a cheap set if you can. This will come in handy a lot for when we bind off this and for other projects as well. It's kind of one of the, I would say almost like an essential tool of a loomer, is to have a set of crochet hooks on hand for finishing off projects. Now, we have 2 strands of yarn on it here. This may or may not make it difficult. Normally they want you just to have 1 strand, but I want the end to kind of mimic the beginning, so I'm going to leave the 2 on there. We also have our working yarn that we were using on this end. We're going to start at the opposite end to take this off. So the first thing we can do is actually cut our working yarn, just leaving a tail. I mean, it can be about 12-inch tail if you want, just so we don't get tangled in our yarn. And then we have our crochet hook. And what we got to do, and this is what's going to be a little tricky, and I want to be able to show you, is you're going to pick up a loop, if I can here. And again, if you have your hook, it might help. You just want to gently take it off. Basically find out what's, oh, this one might work off easier first. Okay, so you want to take off a loop. It's usually not this difficult to take off a loop. Slip it on your crochet hook. Okay, you want to go over to the other side and grab another loop. Move this one back if you need to. Grab another loop. Place it on your crochet hook. And then grab one more, so you have 3 loops on there. Again, place it on there, and now bring that last one through. The one, and then bring it through the second. Now begin that process all over again, where you grab the next one available. You're working your way back and forth. See how I'm working it back and forth? I'm not just doing one side, I'm doing opposite sides. And again, when we have our 3 on there, go ahead and take the last one through this one. And again, this will be a little easier for you because you're going to be holding it a little differently. And if you only got 1 strand, make sure you get your other one there. Now take your next one and go through this last one. And as you can see behind it, it's binding off the pegs, or binding off the stitches. So again, go up to where you left off. Grab the next, go down to grab the next. So you keep in mind you're alternating back and forth. So then we got our 3 stitches on there. Again, we're taking this one through the middle one. And we have 2 left, and we're going to take this one through the last one. Now again, keep working your way doing this. To the last 3 stitches. So we got that one, this one. Okay, and we're still going to do what we've been doing. Now we have this last stitch, we're going to bring that up. We still got our working tail, as you see here. I'm going to bring this through. Now we're going to bring our working yarn through. And pull all the way through. Take this off the loom. And now our back stitches up here are bound off just like our top ones. Let me zoom out here for a minute. So this is our starting point, and this is our bottom one. And again, you have to alternate back and forth like you saw me do. Don't just do a straight line. And then you have your tail that you can work in to hide it, and just cinch it off so that it won't come undone. But again, it produces a nice thick material. And again, this is the part that we just did. As you can see, the ridge is more, and down here is just a different way that I did it. But I hope this helps on how to bind off a rake. And again, a crochet hook will definitely be your friend.